this will work. We're going live, or we are live. Going music.
Doing it live!
Engage thrusters. Edited. There we go. I think that'll work. Turn off. Alright. Hello everyone, Eric Watson here, freelance writer, player of games, writer of boards, recorder of videos, tabletop role-playing aficionado. Welcome to our weekly live stream, Dungeons & Dragons, 5th edition online role-playing adventures. I'm joined as always by my good friends, Chris, playing the Noir detective, human, inquisitive, rogue Mannix. Hello, Chris.
Hello!
Heather playing the wickedly silent but deadly half-drow assassin, rogue Kaless.
Hello.
Rochelle playing the popular and charismatic Triton Bard of Whispers, Gillian.
Hello.
Raymond playing the heedlessly brave Turtle Battle Master Fighter / Rogue George. I updated yours.
I like it. Yeah, I like it.
Changed to fit the times.
Yeah, exactly. And Reese playing the undead hating animal loving hill dwarf Druid of the Moon, Theron.
Hello.
Stream our sessions live on YouTube every Friday evening. Catch up on previous episodes on my YouTube page, as well as read weekly session recaps at roguewatson.com. Watch my behind-the-scenes, no players allowed live series Crafting Annihilation on Thursday mornings. If you would like to support the channel, please go to patreon.com/roguewatson. Shoutouts to Platinum patrons Andrew, Brian, Richard, and Joe. Gold patrons RPG Papercrafts, Charming Grenade, Pretty Boy, and Yuma, Marcos, David, Vicente, Gilberto, Sean, aka Cert2B, Adam, and Dead Lizard Lounge. Thank you all for your support. For our campaign, we use Roll20.net. For streaming, I use Open Broadcaster software with Streamlabs. We're attempting to use Discord again. Always trying to use Discord. I think y'all tell me if it's better or not on the.
I mean, the problems have always been on your end.
On my end, I know.
If you say it's working fine.
We're hoping for a Discord sponsorship.
Discord, call us.
Resounding endorsement.
Yep. Yeah, I think the frame rate is not quite as good, but I still think even a mediocre Discord rate is still probably better than what Roll20 can give us on their video chat, so that's what I'm hoping for. Alright, previously on Tomb of Annihilation, Kaless drove her blade into Nanny Poo-Poo's back, which elicited her transformation from a creepy but kindly old woman into a creepy and decidedly evil green hag. Kaless had found Inette tied up in the hut next to a bubbly cauldron. The rest of the party quickly sprang into action, and the hag was nearly killed before she had a chance to react. But react she did. First by summoning up a flesh golem from a nearby shallow grave stitched together from the former villagers. The golem defended its creator, dropping the heavily injured Gillian and Mannix with 2 meaty fist strikes. Their weapons proved jarringly ineffective, but George devised a plan. He moved to tackle, grab, and shove the massive golem into the nearby well. With fortune smiling upon him and a little inspiration, George successfully dropped the flesh golem down the dark well. The result was not quite what they expected. Flesh sizzled and the golem screamed as something in the well was actively attacking and dissolving him. The hag was furious and attempted to do the same to George, but he stood his ground. The rest of them quickly cut her down, though it was the shy Tabaxi brother Flask who got the killing blow. Inette thanked them for the rescue, and the party helped themselves to a few potions and poisons from the hag's tent. Inette had heard the hag say something about keeping loot in the well. The party was faced with a conundrum. Did they brave the acidic creature to get the loot? After much deliberation, including some ineffective ooze wrangling and a short rest, Theron drank a potion of acid resistance, wild-shaped into a crocodile, and leapt in. The potion was the key, as he was immediately attacked by the resident black pudding ooze. He stayed alive long enough to swim down and grab the bag, then wild-shaped again to a giant lizard to escape, while the rest of the party attacked the ooze from afar. They were rewarded with some expensive-looking gems, a spell scroll, and a magical pearl of power that could restore a spell slot once per day. The hag of Mabala lay dead. Though several terrafolk still patrolled the area, their nest had been utterly destroyed. The party headed down back to the base of the jungle, ready to set off to their next destination. Goodbye, Mabala.
Goodbye.
Auf Wiedersehen, goodbye.
All right, and from what you all told me last time, as Roll20 slowly loads, there we go.
You changed your mind.
No, there's none of that now. The DM has prepped his prep.
We had a secret non-DM meeting.
Uh-huh. That's going to work out real well in any campaign.
We all decided to go the opposite direction.
Yeah.
Well, no, but seriously, shouldn't we go to the one that's closer?
You meet an under construction Dave. I mean,
The world ends here.
yeah, basically. But yeah, you all saw your next, or saw a number of sites to visit. You come down and see Vorn looking very anxious and kind of almost acts like a dog whose owner walks through the door, just practically wagging his butt, very happy to see everybody. He has a lot of questions about why you all look so bad. Points at Mannix's face for starters.
Pterodactyl eaten.
Yeah, it's like, I saw lots of pterodactyls. Lots of the terrafolk up there.
There are plenty of them. It's not who took my eye, though.
You guys...
Oralunga is a lot closer.
I mean, it is, but once again, we're gonna find the end of the world if we head that direction.
I literally couldn't... Yeah, if I could step out of the DM for a little bit, I literally had to choose between prepping Oralunga and prepping the other places you were going. So that is all under construction. All right, so you are going... you've chosen southeast across the Aldani Basin towards the heart of Ubtao. And the first day leaving Mabala is blissfully uneventful. You all are pretty damn tired.
I sleep on Vorn's shoulders as he carries me.
Very gingerly. Just as a reminder, what were the... Because I think our NPC allies have changed, but what is our guard shift currently? There are 4 shifts you have to take at night if you want to have a guard on duty at all times. Right now, the ones I have written are...
Yeah.
Kales and the Tabaxi are first, then Mannix and George second, Gillian and Annette third, and Theron fourth.
Yeah, that sounds about right. And
Does
then
that sound
Vorn
right?
is always awake. Well, Vorn's always awake, so
Yes.
we just like do the little like car key click and go click it, and he goes into like Overwatch mode.
Guard us, Vorn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I got the little control stick for. Go click.
Vorn is always around. Okay, so nothing happens that day. Even the Terrafolk don't. Like, once you get down Mabala, they don't jack with you at all. They seem to give you a pretty wide berth. But that night, Kales, on your first watch, as everybody else is asleep, both the Tabaxi approach you. And they appear a bit, like, nervous and kind of sheepish, even. And River says, I want to thank you again for giving us a share of the loot. I feel we can be honest with you. Given everything that's happened, Flask and I were thinking of ditching you guys when you all disappeared into the Terrafolk nest. It's been over 3 weeks since we left the city. We've more than paid our debt to the Zentarim by now. And we know how the others look at us. But you have always shown us a kindness and a respect. There are many who would not travel or even speak to anyone with the drow blood, but to us you are a friend. And Kales, behind you, you see her mostly silent brother, Flask, sign a complicated series of hand gestures, which you immediately recognize as thieves' cant, and you decipher the signs for like trust and ally and partner, as he kind of nods to you. So as you all recall, Kales gave them one of the jewels that you found.
Yeah. This is the part where we're all supposed to feel bad about our racism.
On a very special episode of Tomb of Annihilation.
So I totally missed like a third of what you said because my computer froze and everyone was making hilarious faces.
Oh no. The Tabaxi approached you and said that they respect you a lot for being kind to them and also for giving them a share of the loot that you found. And they confessed that they were thinking about ditching the whole party until you gave them some loot.
Okay.
Whoops.
Since it's just us awake, then I probably would confess that I've debated about ditching them as well too, so I could understand where they come from. This is very
Yeah.
much a loner.
Yep. Go ahead.
And I would tell them to just stay close, keep an eye on the others.
So, be ready. I'm going to betray them.
Yeah, let's sound some more discord in there. They say that we know your mission is to find the source of the evil that plagues this land. We're not sure if it even exists, but you are searching for someone, yes?
Yes.
She's kind of like
Ew.
nods knowingly.
Mm-hmm. I'd say a woman in red robes.
She nods. Says, well, I'm not sure if my brother and I would follow you all in to the gates of the abyss or wherever our road may lead, but we will try and help you while we can.
I would never ask you to follow into the gates of abyss, but you watch my back and I'll watch yours.
Okay. They nod and just kind of sit with you for the rest of the night shift in mutual silence.
Mm-hmm.
Or awkwardness.
Or awkwardness, sure.
What now?
Might find it awkward.
Mm-hmm.
But Celeste, you can have a point of inspiration because literally you just feel inspired from the allies having confidence in you. And literally preventing the Tabaxi from running out on you guys.
It just would have fueled our racism more.
Probably.
It just
It's like,
would have made
that's
us-
just like a Tabaxi.
That's right.
Walk out on their deaths. All right.
Not on the list.
Next day.
So are we heading out into like actual like water, like swamp?
It
area?
is.
That what this is?
It's pretty deep swampland. Yeah, you're getting near the edge here. You're not quite in swampland territory, but you are going to be heading that way. The next day, after several miles travel, you see a wondrous sight in front of you. The immediate area is covered in ice, as though it were the middle of winter in a winter region. Every plant and creature is frozen solid, and when you even step into like the icy area, immediately the temperature around you plummets to like sub-freezing temperatures, which you all are not dressed for at all because it is hot jungle. So you have a very odd sensation where you can literally just step into complete freezing temperature and your body is just freaking out.
Does it feel cold enough that we like imagine that if we stayed in it, there would be adverse effects?
Yeah, you would not be able to stay in this.
Oh, okay.
It's not very big. You can see the total area covers about maybe half a football field. So it's visible. You can see where it like stops and starts. And as you look at it, it looks like it is. You can kind of like spread out a little bit and inspect it. It's like a spherical shape.
Okay, so there's a point of origin somewhere in the middle of the circle.
There is.
So it's like a dome of cold.
Yes.
It's like
Yes.
yeah, I'm not going in there.
I would attempt to perceive inside what's in there, but I'm missing an eye.
Yeah, you can roll perception checks to try to see. What are you trying to just anything of interest in there? Or?
To see what's actually like in the center of this dome. If there's any object.
Okay.
If I put these lenses over my good eye. So okay, I actually put it in. So let me actually do this. Did that come up right? Yeah. So if this thing's 100 feet away and I put the perception check advantage on my good eye because I have disadvantage because I only have one eye, does that just make it normal?
Sure. Yeah. We'll have that even out. This
All
just
right.
gets me to normal.
Yep. All right. Well, then I pop the colors that the quartz lenses down over my good eye and attempt to perceive.
Thanks to the that's a normal roll. Yeah. All right. Yeah, with the glasses, you're able to get a pretty good bead on the middle, and you see what look like ice sculptures in the middle. But it takes you a moment, and you realize that they are a pair of tigers in like mid-leap attack pose that have been like flash frozen, and they both look like they're leaping at the very middle of this sphere, and there's nothing there right now.
Oh.
How
Wait,
far is
I'm
this?
sorry. So the spear is also frozen, or what is the spear made out of? Can you describe that part again?
So the entire ground and plant life and everything is covered in ice. Like it is just a frozen land in the middle of the jungle, in a sphere, just a circular shape, spherical shape. That's about 100.
It's a jungle snow globe.
It's a yeah.
It's like someone set off like a ice bomb somewhere and just a radius went out.
Yeah, and even the temperature is still like blistering cold, but just in that area.
So tigers were attacking something. It maybe did some sort of defensive ice explosion.
Mannix, you can also see. You also think you see footprints on the ground, but you would that would require a survival check to actually be able to.
Try.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll try it, but I'll probably end up calling over other people to try to do that because I'm not great at survival. Nope.
Yeah, you're not quite able to tell. You spotted the tracks, but you don't.
Do these
know
tracks
what they
leave the ice circle?
You think they do?
Okay. Who's good at survival?
I have a +1.
That's not great.
Theron seems pretty good at survival.
Yeah. All right. I point the tracks out to Theron with the little quartz things over my eye. I just sort of aim at point. It's like there's tracks right there.
Yep. Theron, you go through and inspect it, and we'll say you probably end up like shapeshifting to a bear or something in order to withstand it, because none of you would really be able to hang out in this cold. It literally feels like it is like negative 30 degrees. Like, it is not good, and you guys are built for, jungle weather.
Okay.
Frostbite City.
I have resistance to cold damage. Just throwing that out there.
Oh.
Not immunity, but resistance.
Oh, I didn't know that. Nice.
Part of the great thing.
Mm.
So it just feels a little chilly to you. Theron, you're pretty sure that there are two sets of tracks. One of them looks definitely human. The other one looks like nothing you've quite seen before, but the closest you can surmise is some kind of reptilian human, but not a lizard folk, if that makes sense. And you're confused by this. You're pretty sure you know what a lizard folk footprint looks like, and this is not that, but you're also pretty sure it's some kind of reptilian human alongside a regular human. And definitely the tracks start in the middle point and then they go west, outside of the sphere. Outside,
Okay.
and so you can see the footprints in the ice pretty easily, like in the ice and snow. And then at some point, they blend into the jungle, and you just lose track of it. But you definitely say that they do go west from there.
Is there a scent?
You can't smell anything but freezing cold inside that dome. And then even when you leave the ice area, anything appears. I mean, this appeared to have happened. You're not quite sure on the time frame.
Okay.
But
We're out of these subtleties at the rest of the group.
yeah, I mean, it's definitely not like ancient history or anything. You think this has probably happened like within, maybe even a week or two or something.
Oh. Okay.
Long enough for sense to go away.
Correct.
So if I go to the middle point, can I check that out and see if there's anything else?
Yeah. You look around and literally you see you like put yourself in that middle position and you look and it looks like both those tigers are about to fucking kill you. Like they are just in mid leap, like coming at you. But they've been frozen solid in like their attack pose.
Do those tigers look familiar at all?
No.
We've seen Azaka's tiger form before.
You have, but no, this does not look like that.
Okay.
Your heart skips a beat when you think about that.
Yeah, like is Azaka back? Am I finally gonna get my fucking canoes back?
My
I'm so happy.
canoes!
Oh my god, if she's carrying those canoes through the freaking jungle.
Azaka, I'm so glad you're alive. Where are the canoes?
Just like
She's drawn like little stick people into the canoes, so be like, here's mayonnaise.
She's got like a Wilson now with the little like volleyball ball. Just talking to you guys.
I think I'm gonna drag one of these tigers to outside of the circle.
Okay. It takes considerable effort, but the tiger certainly doesn't fight back.
That'd be awful if he did.
Yeah.
Frozen tiger attack.
You drag it outside of the circle, and when you do, immediately the effects of the like humid weather start to affect the ice sculpture, and it definitely looks like it is starting to melt. Or not ice sculpture, the frozen beast looks like it is like the climate definitely looks like it's changing.
So the question now is this real world Frozen where this tiger is definitely dead?
Mm-hmm.
Or is this magic Frozen where
I'm
I
gonna
pull out
motion.
my rapier.
I'm gonna motion everyone to stand back.
Okay, yeah.
Um,
I hide behind a tree.
yeah.
Can I just like have Vorn just put it in a grapple?
Sure, yeah. Born will grab it. Oh, yeah, I bet this would be really cold if I could tell. I mean, it takes the better part of the day to sit there and watch this thing melt. But melt it does, and yeah. Eventually, you do realize that whatever flash froze this tiger seemed to have definitely killed it. It is not like just trapped in there or anything.
Okay.
So eventually, it melts enough to where you can tell. Okay, that is a.
I guess the slow and freezing should have been a clue. Like this thing's not gonna like, break out like
Hey, you know
Sub-Zero.
what? I'm not gonna interrupt your little science experiment. You do you.
All right. If it is a science experiment, let's get the other one and test that one out.
There you go.
You guys spend the next
Make
4
sure.
days bringing every single frozen creature out until you've created some
Science
kind
must
of
be replicated.
yeah. You create some kind of like horrific like audience of woodland creatures that are dead.
All right. The first 99 seem to have the same effect.
Yep.
This one will be different. This one has a squirrel missing its right toe. All right. Also, you're not Talus, so stop this with the science experiment. But yeah, that appears to be all that's in this area. So whatever happened here seems to have left.
Okay. And so when we follow the tracks into the jungle, do they just disappear?
Yes, you lose them at some point, but you do note that they do seem to be going west.
I really want to instruct Vorn to just drape the tiger over his shoulders like a little stole. But I have a feeling that would like be against his programming, and he's just gonna like go off and like bury it in the jungle or something.
Ah,
Whatever. He's
Proper.
already skinned it and tossed the carcass, and now has a tiger scarf.
that's right.
I mean, it's dead, so it's whatever to him. I don't see how this protects you, but okay.
Tiger pelts are
Tiger pelts.
great
keep
protection.
Keep you warm. Yeah.
So you think this is what we're after, or
I think it's interesting.
completely ignore it and move on?
I'd like to find out whatever's causing.
Yeah. Guess we should go west then.
All right,
You
let's head in that general direction. The general direction that Theron thinks the tracks are going in.
You
I mean-
try for a while, but you completely lose sight of these tracks. Like you take like a little bit, like you take like an hour out of your day to try to follow these tracks, and you just lose sight of them.
All right, so
Hold
we have
on.
no idea.
Hold on. Never mind, that doesn't help.
Hey, that's actually pretty handy just for what we're doing in general.
What is this? Oh, Outlander background.
Yeah.
My background, yeah.
Excellent memory for maps and geography. You can always recall the general layout of terrain, settlements, and other features around you. In addition, you can find food and fresh water for yourself and up to 5 other people each day. All right, keep all of you fed very well.
Yep.
Otherwise, you all are headed into the Aldani Basin.
Okay.
So, just might want to make a note of the fact that you saw this
Something frozen tigers.
something, yeah, some kind of frozen thing.
Jungle snow globe.
Mhm.
Snow globe. So by mid-morning of the next day, you officially enter the swampy region of the Aldani Basin. So by the way,
Wait, we gotta do the stone thingy.
I was gonna say we
Oh,
are
yeah.
each of these hexes, pretty much each of these events is a day that's going by. So anytime you guys want a short rest, or Gillian, if you want to use your Pearl of Power, or if you want, I think you still have the Company of the Banner to look up.
The
All of
Pearl
that
of Power,
stuff
how does that work? Is that every day?
Yes.
You can get it? Oh. Okay.
Once per day, you can restore a spell slot up to 3rd level.
Well, that's useful.
I'd like to say, like,
Right.
as we're going though, I would be looking for like a cave system or anything that we could use to like fortify ourselves in, to try to get more of a short rest, but maybe not quite a long rest type of thing.
Yeah.
Extended long rest.
Unfortunately, you're entering the
Immediate
swamps now.
rest.
Not a whole lot of good caves in there. Did you want to do another?
The sending stone requires an investigation check. Does that investigation check include sight? Am I like physically looking at this stone and trying to figure out how to operate it?
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then I will use my jeweled lenses.
Yep.
Pop the topaz lens in there like a watchmaker.
There you go.
26.
Oh boy. All right, we are on. Let's see, journal entry day 25. So last thing they did was skirt around Nangalore. You all see that yellow bar, yellow thing on your map, right? The trail that they went on.
Mhm.
Okay, just making sure. Day 25 is next. And it reads, "This damn jungle, how many days has it been? A week or more? We've been set upon by ghouls and zombies nearly every night. Hungry dinosaurs hunt us during the day. Swarms of biting insects nip at our necks and heels, and I'm pretty sure Sephirius has been infected with mad monkey fever. There's nothing here but death, and still Seward presses us deeper into the jungle. For the Yellow Banner, Lord Brixton."
That was a pressing update. We know that mad monkey fever.
eventually
All right.
put this one on the map, although you're not quite sure at this point. They seem to be getting a little bit lost.
Right.
So, as I mentioned, by mid-morning, you've officially entered the swampy region of the Aldani Basin, stretching for miles ahead of you. The buzzing of insects has noticeably intensified and have settled over all of you like a persistent cloud. You hear sounds of croaking, grunting, and squelching in the distance at pretty much all times. Some of the time you're able to find a dry path to walk along, but occasionally you're having to sink down into knee-height or even sometimes waist-high swamp water.
The tabaxi are short, right?
They're shorter than all of you, then, yeah. Not shorter than Theron.
Theron's the shortest of all.
Theron's the shortest of them all. He's a dwarf.
I swim through the swamp.
You just see the beard floating.
He's just a crocodile the entire time.
That's probably true.
It's just a crocodile beside him.
You guys would think nothing of a crocodile actually swimming up to you.
Yeah, that's Theron. Don't worry
That's
about
Theron.
it.
Oh God, Theron, why? Stop it! That's not funny. That's not me. In the early afternoon, you hear what?
Theron's standing right behind him.
Yeah.
Guys, that's not me.
Stop me. In the early afternoon, you hear what sounds like the rapid flapping of wings. You instinctively take cover and look up to find a swarm of tiny winged snakes sailing overhead, gobbling insects as they pass by. They either don't see you or don't seem to care.
Well, let's flag him down and ask for directions.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's ignore them. I don't know.
Yeah. What direction were they headed?
Just passing by over, let's say,
Okay.
north to south.
Okay. Like
As-
snakes aren't
As the snake flies.
a threat to us, I don't think.
Except they're
No.
very poisonous.
Right. They're flying adders.
At this point, the evenings are getting really nasty because sleeping in the swamp is just not cool at all.
It's hot, in fact.
Yep. The next day is relatively uneventful. The evening, you're able to find a suitable campsite in a mostly dry, elevated piece of land above the marsh. All right. So right now I need this is the so everybody's going to sleep for the night. It is the first guard shift. So that is Kaless and the Tabaxi.
I don't like the direction this is going.
I need Why do you care about our night shift all of a sudden? I want everybody who's not Kaless to roll just a straight 1d20 for me.
Haha,
Roll-
I can't be
Roll
put
20
to
is
sleep.
not working for me. I can't. I have been trying the whole time and
Oh no.
it's not loading.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you're-
don't know.
Icon has been popping on and off.
Yeah,
Trying to
because it
refresh
got
it.
disconnected and I reloaded and it just can't. I don't know if it's the map, if it just has such a hard time with all the.
Yeah,
Hexes.
mine's having trouble with the hexes too.
Fear not, my children. I shall bring you off this map momentarily.
Oh, God.
That's good news,
So,
right?
Roll,
It's always good
roll
news.
for me, whatever you said
It's
to roll.
It's the best.
Think of a
news.
number between 1 and 20.
Say
I'll write
20.
that one down.
Your audio is streaming on D20 also. So you're double just like Chris was earlier.
Oh, maybe that's-
Sorry, guys. I did not disable
Okay.
that. Yeah, you have to go in and disable.
Uh,
I should've
crap.
done
I'm gonna have to refresh it again, right? Or maybe I can just mute it.
Well, you do sound pretty cool, so
Good.
I'll be honest, it sounds neat.
So I think I'm still streaming through it, but I muted it. So because I think I have to reconnect, and I don't want to mess with that because it looks like it's working now.
Oh.
Nobody move.
Oh god, so frustrating. Okay, what am I rolling? D20.
Just a straight 1d20. I need one from you also, Manix, and that's it. I
Oh,
guess.
everybody. Oh, I thought you.
Yes,
okay.
everybody who's
Dead,
not-
everybody.
Everybody who's not. So
Everyone
right
who
now
wants.
it is Kaless and the Tabaxi's guard shift.
How many days passed?
Like one.
I can. Just
Since
one?
Mobala, it's been 3 days now.
Oh.
Excellent.
She's just like, spell slot, spell slot, spell slot.
Yep. Absolutely. Rub that pearl of power.
Just every day, she's just.
All right.
It's like one of those stress balls that you just circle in your hand.
Aaron and Gillian. Okay. Gillian, George, and Theron. You are jolted awake by a sharp stinging and biting sensation as you realize your entire bedding and your body are covered in swarms of centipedes.
16 didn't do it, huh?
I was looking for just the 3 lowest, so
Oh no.
you were just
Wow.
competing with each other. And Manix outrolled you. So I'm going to get a surprise round off with my centipede friends. And you all were technically not only prone, but also unconscious at the time that you were attacked.
Technically.
So that is going to be advantage, and if it hits, that's an auto crit.
Oh, centipedes have that ability? That's or I guess
It's
that's
because you were unconscious.
characters.
Yep.
Yeah,
You can thank the chat during Crafting Annihilation for telling me about this.
the coup de grace rules. Yeah,
Yeah, basically. So.
All right, chat. We're gonna have a talk about this here.
yeah. You gotta stop being so nice to Eric during the crafting sessions.
They feel
Yeah.
for me.
This is,
All right,
yeah.
so can you all see? It might be a little dark, but you're located in the middle of this map.
I can see.
Okay. All right, yeah. So, Kalest, as far as you know, nothing's going on. All of a sudden, you just hear your party members like screaming. So this one is going to be
Did you roll
George.
for a net too?
No, I'm not going to do that to the NPC.
No.
She's all
Only
right.
to my players.
It's no fun. Yeah. All right. So this one's against George. I don't think that hits. George has got 17 AC, so
Nope,
the
17.
yeah. So George, they are not quite able to penetrate your shell, despite you being unconsciously asleep at the moment.
George.
Gillian, 15. That does hit Gillian.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're gonna take this.
Oh damn, that's actually worse than I thought.
And that's gonna be another.
44.
Jesus, so it's another 44 because it's a crit.
Yeah, that's a crit.
So
Crit is.
It's double damage.
double damage. Yeah. Oh!
Oh
Oh shit!
Jesus!
no! What the hell?
All right, Gillian,
Hold on.
these centipedes just do a number on you. They've never tasted Triton before.
Fish is delicious.
24 damage from a fucking swarm of insects.
Cool.
And this cool. This one's for Theron.
Oh my god.
Wow.
So literally everyone is fine except Gillian.
Gillian
we
just-
we don't even see Gillian. It's just
Yeah.
a mountain of
It's just-
centipedes.
She's more centipede than person. Theron, the bugs. The bugs in your beard come out in defense and fight the centipedes, and you wake up. You wake up and just see like just bugs having a war zone all over your body.
This spot's taken.
This hasn't happened in a while.
All right, I need everyone to go ahead and roll for initiative for me. Yeah, you see Gillian in rough shape here. So that was a surprise round. Now, all of you except for Kaless and the Tabaxi are prone. And the swarm is basically in your square. I just can't quite do that in Roll20, but they are literally on top of you.
So why do we have a night watch again?
Exactly.
What's their purpose?
Their purpose is to see any creature coming at you, but unfortunately these insects just came at you just from the ground.
It sounds like the Tabaxi continue to be worthless.
I mean, if there's anyone to blame here,
Theron just wakes up. Tabaxi!
No, we took up we found like the lone tree that was in the swamp, so we're like sitting in the rafters of the tree.
Yeah, Tabaxi and Celeste are just like, what the hell? We didn't see anything. And you guys just are covered in centipedes. Although, lucky for you all, I rolled really, really bad on my actual initiative with the swarm. Alright, so, Theron, you're first. As I mentioned, the 4 of you are prone, and 3 of you have the insects basically on top of you. So we start with Theron.
Yep. Yeah, I'll just go into bear form. And, I mean,
Like
it's
this?
effective. Yeah.
the natural enemy of the centipede.
Nobody messes with my beard.
My beard
colony.
babies, stay back. I've got this.
I've been nurturing them for 40 years.
So yeah, you do so, and it kind of like sloshes them off. I don't even know how that works. You morph into a bear, and it just kind of expands, and the centipedes try to cling on for dear life.
The centipedes expand too. Oh no.
They've proportionally grown in size.
They're bear centipedes. Oh god.
Little bear faces.
I forgot to get the. I'll bite them first.
14 will hit the swarm.
Okay.
Munch some centipedes.
5 damage. Theron, as you bite them, you notice that your bite is difficult to hit a swarm of centipedes. It does do a little bit of damage, though, but not quite as much as you were hoping.
Yeah, piercing against
no.
a swarm of anything is probably going to be...
8 is not going to be able to hit it either. You
Oh no.
can't even get a single bug in your mouth.
I bit one head off.
It's super crunchy.
The tail is just like wriggling all over my muzzle.
George, you are covered in centipedes on the ground, but you are awake.
I'm also going to move up here.
Oh, yeah.
Did you say the Woken Nuts are a free action?
Yes.
I'm gonna light it some Woken Nuts.
Okay.
Please.
the same ones hanging from your belt. Just, You just slap them.
Just pick up a little bit, yeah.
Remind me again how much those were? 2010 for
Wokenuts are...
radius, I think, something like that.
That looks good.
2010, yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Oh, what the hell? He starts chopping at him.
I assume you're standing up.
Yeah, he stood up first.
Okay.
He just sticks a sword out of his shell and starts spinning.
It's true. That didn't do anything.
Well, you guys do not like being woken up in the middle of the night for centipedes. Who knew?
Gonna chop again.
Ooh, you.
23 is much better.
Oh, your short sword is piercing?
Yeah.
Yep, same thing. You're thinking it's not doing quite as much damage as you were hoping, but you do nail a couple bugs. Enette gets up very sleepily and says, "What's going on? Why's everyone screaming?"
There's fucking centipedes on us.
Yeah.
They're biting.
She will throw
Swamp insects.
she'll throw out a sacred flame. Try to do 4 damage. That's a dex save. A swarm just like expertly, as if they were nanobots, just shifts perfectly out of the way. The Tabaxi leap up and start running over and say, what is happening? Ah, jungle bugs!
That's right, jungle bugs. The worst jungle bugs.
They caused the jungle fever.
That's right.
They will. Oops. Break out their swords and attack. We'll do another one in with George. 12 will hit. Also doesn't do quite as much damage as we're hoping.
Oh, slashing 2?
Slashing 2.
Damn.
And the other one stabs.
Someone on the chat just said plot twist: druid centipedes wild shaping into snakes. No, chat, no. Don't put that idea in his head.
All right, Kaless, the Tabaxi have done a little bit of damage, but the swarms are difficult to pin down.
All right, come up here.
You're champions, Kaless. See how they flail about.
River and Flask are on the task.
This is what you
You've been
hitch your
waiting
wagon
to say
to.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, you know who's not covered in centipedes? The Tabaxi.
All right, so once they're engaged, that gives me advantage, even though I probably don't need it. But all of my shit is piercing, so I mean, not gonna do much damage, but turn the. All right, there it is.
Ooh, that's a crit.
Yeah, it is.
Oh boy. Kaless
Nice.
is just like, what is going on? Just gets out and just
Yeah.
fucking stabs like 18 bugs with one sword swipe.
I, however, did not turn my sneak attack on, and I guess I should have, but oh well. We'll see
You
what
turn on
six
now,
to
will
it.
it still work?
Yeah.
'Cause you haven't-
Yeah,
think
turn
so.
it on beforehand.
I don't know how
too,
that works.
yeah.
All right. Let's see. All right. Here we go. I hit the button. What's it doing? No, that's just a regular.
Yeah, that's just the crit.
Okay.
So it's since it's a crit, it's 46.
Plus
'Cause my
plus your basic one reroll. Or no, you already did that. Never mind. That is the basic one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So
it's
it's
just the
just,
sneak.
a double roll for my
Or-
crit
Gotcha.
for my sneak
Jesus.
attack.
So is your
Yeah.
normal sneak attack
Of
at
course.
2d6?
It
Yeah.
is.
Okay.
9 plus 16.
Damn.
25?
Yes.
Okay.
That should kill at least some of the bugs.
Yeah, that kills the majority of the bugs. You feel like your weapon attacks in general are not quite, able to nail down bugs very well, but that does take out a good chunk of them, and you feel like that swarm is now at least at half strength.
I will dramatically flick my rapier to send them all flying and accidentally hit the bear.
We regret nothing. Gillian. Put you at. Pretty sure Kaless is the higher dex, so 8.5.
So if I want to move away, disengage would be my action.
Yes.
That's how that works.
Yeah, you are like just doing this basically, just getting them to get them because they are like on top of you at this point.
Okay, I'm gonna. I'll just stay here and cast Healing Word on myself. I mean, now that I'm not prone, and why am I still prone?
They attacked while you guys were asleep. So you are still, you've woken up now. You're no longer unconscious, but you're
Yeah.
still in the sleeping position until you tell me otherwise.
But you can't stand up. Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to
I
stand
would
up
recommend it.
and heal.
Yep.
Presumably, there's no way they can do that much damage to me again. Now that
There's
I'm
no
longer
way.
asleep and prone.
They would no longer have the
So,
advantage or the auto
obviously.
crit at this point. Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
Gillian dares the DM to do that much damage.
Okay.
She just stands up and starts screaming. Covered in centipedes. It's like a horror movie visual. It's just
really nasty. Real nasty.
And then, well, yeah, that's all I'll do.
Okay. 10 points of healing. Alright, the swarms will continue trying to attack their victims, since they are mindless bugs. We'll do no longer have advantage. We'll go after George. This one still has more than half its hit points. 17, I believe, hits that stupid turtle shell. For Jesus. For 12 piercing damage, Georgiano. Those centipedes crawl into your exposed areas.
no.
With the biting and the stinging. Gillian. This one has not been attacked yet. What's he gonna roll? A 14. Gillian, what's your AC these days?
13.
Alright.
Oh, no.
Hang strong.
Oh my god! Look at that! 4 4s! Or 3
That's
4s.
almost max damage. These bugs, they're just super centipedes. The one on Theron is down to less than half HP, however, so its attack is a lot lower. And also, I can't hit Theron to save my life, so I don't know what that's all about. I need to do Gillian third, because apparently I can't roll the third damage roll. Alright, Mannix, you've finally realized.
Woken up? Yeah.
You've woken
I'm
up.
still asleep.
It's taken you a couple seconds to realize this is not a nightmare.
Right. I had the worst dream, guys. You were all covered in bugs. It was terrifying. I feel bad for me. I have in my inventory, for use along with the pittance and rope as part of my adventuring gear, a hammer.
Okay.
As an improvised weapon.
Huh.
I'm gonna build
What?
a tent.
No, I was just reading it. It's in the room. You can use it. You can
Guess
use
what you
anything.
can do in a tent, guys? You
You
can
can
hide.
use. That's right. Hide in the tent.
He just puts a sign outside that says centipede free since 2019. 0 days without centipedes on the outside.
If you encounter a centipede, please contact the nearest administrator.
Your money back.
Yeah, so I'd like to use my hammer as an improvised weapon.
The administrator is just
that-
it's just a bunch of centipedes.
Oh no! Just a pile of centipedes behind the administrator desk. Yeah, so if I use a adventuring hammer as a improvised weapon, that would presumably
what makes an adventuring hammer exactly? You're just
nothing.
using it for adventuring needs.
It sings as you walk.
Sir, I'm sorry. There's at least a 3-day hold on this hammer. No. This is an adventuring hammer.
That's right. It's exempt from those rules.
I'm only using it
It's
to
just a
kill
hammer,
things,
man.
I assure you.
Yeah, it's just a hammer that I want to use to bash some bugs. It's not too much more complicated than that.
I like where this is going. I did not expect
bugs
Mannix
that are
to.
directly on top of me.
Okay.
I did not expect Mannix to pull out a hammer when faced with bugs, but I like it. I like it a lot.
Well, my logic is that it's bludgeoning damage, and I've already seen piercing and slashing do bad against these creatures. You have to
Low
assign
damage.
you have to assign it a damage die, but it says the default for non-weapon items is 1d4. So my guess would be you'd probably say 1d4.
I would say 1d4.
Yeah.
We'll do fine.
And I don't know how the proficiency works. I think unless it's like something that's similar to weapons I'm proficient with, I wouldn't get proficiency.
I'm okay with giving you proficiency on how to wield a hammer. It's fine with me.
Okay.
I want you to hit that bug.
All right.
Hit all the
Then-
bugs.
This one's these are them right here, right? The little plant.
Those are
looking
them.
symbols?
It's
Yep.
you come across You're pretty
Hey, are
sure?
those the centipedes you guys are talking about? Or are those some other centipedes?
You accidentally hit a tabaxi instead.
Because I don't want to be aggressive against any centipede that hasn't already attacked us
That's
first.
right.
Killian's just like, please, God, kill all the centipedes.
Any and all centipedes,
Just
please.
nuke this place from orbit.
Alright, it's +3.
Swing that hammer.
Does a 12? Oh, no, actually, I have advantage because I am between. They are between me and Theron.
Yep.
Let me roll that again. Does a 13 hit a pile of
It
centipedes?
sure does hit a pile of centipedes.
All right. Well, then that's 1d4. Do I add my modifier to it? I don't even know.
Strength modifier.
Strength. Okay. That's probably not anything. Nope. Straight up 1d4.
Oh man, how exciting!
This
This is a lot of work.
is a lot of work for 1 damage, guys. I really wanted to avoid that resistance. It took a long time to get here.
You know what, Mannix? You find that hammer is very effective against those bugs.
Yeah. Yep.
You pick one fat ass centipede
That's
out of
right.
that group, and you just smash the fuck out of it. I got it, guys. I got
You
it.
see that?
You look up, and Gillian's still covered in like 40 centipedes.
Yeah.
Farron.
How am I gonna beat that?
Just cue to Farron, his mouth just kind of goes.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Everyone, arm yourself with hammers.
I don't even know if I should attack. I mean, I only do piercing and slashing damage.
Manic starts passing out hammers. Hey guys, I've
Oh my
cracked
God.
this code.
What if there's also the one?
Theron Bear holding hammers.
Yeah, just smashing centipedes with hammers.
He just has 2 hammers in both paws. Rah.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna attack
Efficiency
the one
is-
in between me and Mannix. I'm just gonna glare at him from the other side of
Oh.
Clean will hit.
Sorry, guys. It's piercing damage.
What are you gonna do?
Fuck you, Theron. I worked hard for that one.
It's just the bear just coming down and smashing just 1,000 centipedes
Words.
with the force of 100 hammers. All right, that swarm is now at about half strength. You think?
Oh man.
You guys are spreading out this damage. George.
I
How
can't
will you
tell.
hit on the bugs, George?
I can't tell right now if my punching. You're proficient with punching, right? Punches, kicks. It says you're proficient with unarmed.
Right.
Okay.
My
think it just-
claws are a natural weapon.
Okay.
Am I proficient in that?
I think you're always proficient with your natural weapons. Yeah.
Your claws
Okay.
do slashing, though, don't they?
They do. Is there something wrong with slashing?
The bugs are resistant to it.
Are they?
About as good as piercing.
Yep. Slashing and piercing seem to do the same amount of damage. If you got anything bludgeoning, that seems to be the ticket. Or just do damage. Do more than one damage.
Ooh,
One or
George,
the other.
Can you do like a shell smash where you just like pull yourself in and just smash them off? Like you jump up in the
Back flop on.
yeah.
I could. I assume that would just count as a unarmed attack. That would be my guess.
I don't even know how to calculate that. How to use your shell as a weapon?
Just fall on them.
Just fall on them.
Just I'd like to put my weight on these centipedes, please.
I will slowly crush them to death. Hopefully before they swarm over my body.
I'm just gonna hack at him again.
Go for it. You do have advantage.
Oh, I do?
Yeah. I mean, you guys are pretty much... I think everybody has advantage at this point.
That didn't help.
Good lord, George. There you go. 22 will hit. With the right hand. So, 6 damage. Alright, that swarm is now
No.
at half health.
12 damage.
Right, they're...
That's the
That's
resistance.
the resistance, yeah.
Uh-oh, right.
Alright, you've beaten all 3 swarms into half strength now, so they will do far less damage.
You know, this reminds me of the one shot we did where you guys came across the swarms of leeches, where I thought they were going to be a big threat,
Yeah.
and fucking Reese's barbarian had a fucking warhammer and just one-shotted all of them.
Yeah. Alright, Annette will try to...
I wish we had a warhammer, is what I'm saying.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if the insects can dodge
Not just an
again.
adventuring hammer.
Yeah.
They cannot. That does full damage. Because Sacred Flame does radiant. You guys are not using... Or don't even seem to have any magical cantrips between you all either. That's the other flaw in the balanced party plan. The Tabaxi will do their best, but they're also just going to do their slashing swords. 24 from Flask will hit, though. 4 damage. Swarms are getting smaller.
Yeah, somebody said George should just, like, barrel rolled. Like, stop, drop, and rolled over all the
Yeah.
the centipedes.
Alright, River actually kills the last of this swarm over here. That
Ah.
one that Kaless murderized with a big crit was hanging on for dear life. And now it is Kalessa's turn.
Okay. Well, I'll just come up here. And then... Oops, wrong button.
Re-rolling initiative. That actually re-rolled your initiative, too. You were at 8.5.
Yes, it did. You put it back.
Yeah, well, I actually remembered what yours were, because I didn't mess with yours.
8.5.
Yep.
Alright, let's try this again. 25.
That'll hit, for sure.
No, only 8 damage. That was dumb.
Alright, that swarm is getting real low. Both of them now, there's just
Alright.
like... I don't know.
I'll just go ahead and do my offhand because, you know, why not?
Why not?
24 will hit.
For 2 more.
Alright, you are able to finish off the rest of those little insects as well.
My little dagger comes out and it just pokes the last one and I just hold it out to Mannix.
Yep. Is that your shining dagger, your silver dagger?
No. I'm not making everyone do a con save.
Well, that's only in an action. Otherwise, it just shines its light like a regular light spell.
Yeah, we don't need it right now.
Okay. Gillian, there's 1 swarm left, and it is pretty low, but you are also pretty low.
Sure am. I will disengage and move away.
Gillian's had enough of these centipedes.
That's right.
Don't blame her.
Like there. Okay.
Alright, the swarm will continue to go after George. It's the only one left. Has less than... Wow, hits again!
Damn.
But it should do less damage, because it's only half strength, yeah. So 4 damage, George. And then it's Mannix.
This is the only one left. I'll...
Do it.
I mean, I'm already bought in at this point, so
Yeah.
I might as well. I swing with my hammer.
17, the mighty hammer of
3
bug
damage
slaying.
this time.
Oh
3
boy.
bludgeoning damage.
True damage.
That's right.
You know what, Mannix? You enter some kind of, like, bloodthirsty centipede crushing rage with that hammer.
All these years of playing whack-a-mole finally come back to me.
That's right.
Nice.
Yep. And you start squishing centipedes left and right. until finally somebody has to like take your hand and steady you.
They're already dead.
Smashing corpses into a pulp.
Mannix says very loudly, "That wasn't so bad."
Gillian glares. Mannix has difficulty seeing it because of his one eye.
Are you to my left? That's my bad side. Don't stand to my left.
You can't glare from me in that direction. It's ineffective.
I hear a glare coming at me.
You're a glare. All right, you guys spend the rest of the evening extremely apprehensive and constantly checking all around you for your bedding.
I'm gonna cast Healing Word again.
That is a good call.
Yeah, I think so.
Before you lay back down in the marsh.
Like all things we've done so far, but centipedes almost got me to.
Almost murderized by centipedes.
Oh.
All right. I need everyone who was attacked by a centipede and actually hit by a centipede, which I think was just George and Gillian. I don't think I ever hit Theron. To give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Those centipedes were full of poison.
Gillian, I believe you have disadvantage due to your internal injury.
Oh no.
I do. Can I cast my bardic inspiration on myself first?
You sure can.
And then I can decide to use that after I roll? Or does it? I don't know.
Decide to use the bardic inspiration after? If you wanted to, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd allow that.
Okay. Alright, so disadvantage, con saving throw.
Oh,
Damn.
nails it though.
That's like that's what you did with the lasting injury.
Yes.
You're just like, fuck disadvantage.
Disadvantage. George, you don't have inspiration anymore, do you? Because you had to use it last time I gave it to you. George, you wake up the next morning shivering, and
They've laid eggs inside of you.
you are now host.
Oh, geez.
You are shivering badly. You basically have like flu-like symptoms. Like you're disoriented, your vision's a little blurred, and if someone can give me a medicine check on George cannot probably do this on himself, but
Is there not like a D&D version of like Clorox wipes we can wipe all over him?
Theron, you recognize this. You've seen this before from people that have wandered into the jungle
Oh.
and come out, but you recognize this as the shivering sickness.
George vomits on Theron as he's investigating him.
Yeah. Might have something to do with the fact you were covered. Were you covered in Terrafolk vomit at one point during the nest?
That's
too?
true.
Like,
He's had a very unsanitary 48
it's a
hours.
very unsanitary. It's been a bad week.
Wait, George, are you shivering at all? The shivering sickness. I've felt this one before.
Oh, what is that?
The shivering sickness means that the infected creature regains only half the number of hit points from spending hit dice during a short rest, and no hit points from a long rest. The infected creature also has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls.
Yikes.
How long is he like this?
It says at the end of a long rest, an infected creature repeats the saving throw, shaking off the disease on a successful save. Since we're not long resting every night, I would allow somebody to make a medicine check on George at the end of a short rest to see if they can cure his shivering sickness.
Would a health potion cure his shivering sickness?
It would not.
Wow. Okay. Well, never mind. Sorry, George. You can't have my last
It
one.
is a disease, basically, so you would need a like restoration type spell. So George,
What does it give me? Disadvantage on what?
Disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks, and you only regain half the hit points from short resting.
What the hell?
Yeah, you basically have like the flu right now. So,
The jungle flu.
Gillian might have gotten eaten up worse, but you actually got the bug from them. Alright, fortunately I am bringing you back to the other map.
Oh.
I know.
Yes.
Hexes.
It's too much. You travel the next day. You are deep in the Aldani Basin at this point. You find a relatively dry path to travel on, and consider yourselves fairly lucky until it veers directly into a deep swamp. You trudge through as it gets gradually deeper and deeper. By the way, you guys can, if you want a short rest from that last engage, you can. I would allow that if you want to do that.
Ah.
For those of you who got injured.
Medicine check.
I would not allow for the medicine check quite yet. That was a good roll.
He says after he's using.
Well, and also I wouldn't because the symptom he didn't get it until the morning. So you guys are short resting from
Like in the middle of the day.
Do
Or is
right,
that
yeah.
from that
It
night?
doesn't hit him until the next day. So
This is
for
the
my
main thing, right?
knowledge of the sickness, do we need to quarantine him?
no,
Do we need to cut him loose from the party?
unless he's gonna start like biting you guys.
Do we need to leave him behind?
That's right.
So I can roll a hit dice and still get the full effect since it hasn't hit me yet. Then, okay,
Correct.
as well.
Okay, so Roll20 instantly stopped working. Back
I think we've
Overworld
got a
map
problem,
says-
guys.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm
but
gonna stick you back on this map for now because you can just you know where you are.
We're gonna need a different loading screen. Like maybe it's just like part of the map without so many hexes.
I know.
That map brings my
but
$8,000
I'm-
gaming PC to a
I'm-
sneeze.
I'll
God,
play
it's
my-
beautiful.
I'll play my Song of Rest. So
There
if
you
you're
go.
rolling a hit die, you get the extra
Oh,
1d6. I think.
centipedes, stay long away. Imagine.
When do you regain hit dice on short rests or long rests?
Long rest, you regain hit dice. Short rest, you spend hit dice.
Oh, I have no hit dice left.
Boy, I hope we have a long rest coming up.
Why do I have full? I may have hit the button at some point. I have full of all of my hit die. That doesn't seem right.
You must have hit it a lot of times.
I mean, you seem to just die if I hit you, though, too. I don't know how many.
That's,
dice
that's
you
true.
spend.
That's true.
It's
Maybe
either,
I
like,
may
all
not
or
have.
nothing.
Yeah, it's
I think
all,
you've been using
yeah.
like healing stuff.
Yeah, I guess I'm.
That's an okay roll.
It's all right.
That one's not.
Damn.
Guys, I think I'm dying.
I've seen this back in the brothels of Neverwinter. things are gonna fall off, George. I'm sorry.
Like what?
Need a little
I don't
turtle.
want to tell you.
Let's just look him up and go.
I'm dying, guys. I'm dying.
We remember.
George continues to whine throughout the whole
No.
journey.
Vorn will place his tiger scarf around you because he sees you shivering.
Yeah.
His uncured tiger scarf.
Yeah, it's just a bloody tiger skin at this point.
Still has bits of like bone and muscle in there because he doesn't know how to clean it.
No, he left the head intact.
Oh,
that
no.
way it's safe.
It's like, man, you fleshlings sure are weak and vulnerable to stuff. It looks bad. So as I mentioned, you the next day, George is now feeling the effects of the shivering sickness. You're trudging through what you thought was a dry path, and it just kind of got deeper and deeper into the swamp until at this point it's about waist high as you are going through this nasty bog.
This isn't about to be like an Atreyu never-ending story moment. It's kind of feels like we're
Vortex!
bleeding.
Mannix, with your passive perception, you notice the sudden complete lack of sound around you. Normally the swamp is filled with just all kinds of insects buzzing and gurgling sounds and creatures in the distance croaking, but it suddenly just stops for like a solid few seconds, and right when you feel like you need to say something, the swamp itself just erupts around you as a large plant-like mass just starts thrashing and emerging from the swamp itself.
Lovely.
God, I miss my sorcerer right now.
It's the Kool-Aid Man, and he's back for blood.
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah! Alright, I would like everyone to roll
Oh,
for
okay.
initiative, please.
That was fast.
Yeah. Straight up in a fight.
This is a surprise round except for Mannix, because your passive perception is dynamite.
Great, because Mannix is the damage dealer of the crew.
God. Also rolled really bad on my initiative.
Phew.
Is there
Is that
a
a
baby?
It's both game.
What
Oh,
is
I
this
see what you're
part?
saying. Yeah, it's like a little baby face.
All right, this is what you see emerging.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's a man.
It's like
not
a
baby.
halfling or something.
It's a man with a baby face.
Oh.
Baby-faced man.
We're killing a baby
Two.
plant monstrosity.
To your horror,
It's comprised entirely of babies.
giant vine creature.
Part baby, part plant.
As it
all
emerges, you think you see like random
Two
swamp
babies?
creatures like embedded in it, like
Mm.
just pieces of animals. Like there's like half a grung, like just hanging out of it. It's yeah.
That might vitalize George into like feeling better. Look, George, grung.
Yeah. Kill,
It's
kill.
per grung. Yeah.
I don't think I can, guys.
Oh no. The flu is went out over his blood feud.
Some Gatorade. Before we begin, how about we take a break and we'll come back with another swamp monster battle.
Another swamp
Yay.
creature.
Another swamp battle.
At least it's not
Swamps are
centipede.
fun.
Yeah. Swamps are fun. Alright, believe we are coming back. Should I click on the right one There we go. All right. So yeah, you guys were trudging through a swamp. You're about in waist-high water when a plant monster has just reared up right in the middle of you all. And George, despite your flu, you have the first reaction. It is right in front of you. This is a towering beast of just vines, plants. You think you see some teeth somewhere, and there are bits of, like, animals that seem endemic to the swamp area, like, stuck inside of it as though they are being, like, partially digested.
Can I take a free action and vomit on the monster?
Will always let you vomit on monsters. Just projectile vomiting.
George skirts around and vomits on the monster as he's
You're muted, by the way, Chris.
skirting around it.
Thank you.
It is difficult terrain in here. You are in waist-high water for all of you, unless Kaless is on Vorn. But
Okay.
it's not like swimming rules, but it's definitely difficult to maneuver around.
I always ride on Vorn's shoulders.
Yeah, I figured.
All right.
I already had you
that's
on there.
So my disadvantage evens out the advantage I would have gotten for flanking.
That is true.
He swings.
15 will hit the plant monster.
Yeah.
He vomits again.
Between each sword strike.
Just
Somehow, even despite his vomiting, he's able to
be really dehydrated, man.
pull off. He'll drink the swamp water later.
Oh no,
I was about to say, there's plenty of water around.
I don't know. Turtles are probably fine with gross swamp water, right?
That is a
True.
racist statement.
he is. He's just a fucking racist pile of shit.
I mean, have you guys now learned that about Manic?
Mannix cannot be around any non-humans.
Hey Eric, I rolled an 11, but I didn't select my thing. Can you add me in after class?
Yes, I can. Sorry, I missed that. Yeah, I'll have to just roll for you, and then I'll switch to an 11. On a scale of 1 to 10, you are an 11.
So I don't know if a 12 will hit, but he's going to pull off a precision attack to increase it to 18
Okay. 18 will hit.
for 5 damage. He's going to vomit again as he continues to push his body further than he.
I'll be honest, George. This is starting to come across as a choice making.
What?
Do you really need to vomit that much?
He's got the shivering sickness. I mean, how about if I pass it to you and see how you feel?
I'd rather
All right.
not, but
Anyway, he action surges
Anyway.
wow.
for another 4 damage.
All right. You're definitely slicing into that monster. It seems pretty effective, but that plant monster is also gigantic and full of biomass.
He's sweating profusely at this point.
Yep.
But
I'm waiting for another vomit to move on.
no, he's got nothing right now.
Oh, okay. All right. Manix. Oh shit! I forgot this was. You know what? Never mind. I thought this was gonna be a surprise round, but I totally forgot that because of the break. But we're just gonna go on to. We're just gonna not do a surprise round then. We'll just do Manix.
Ah, okay. Well, to actually warn people with my perception before.
Yes. They'll say that you were able to warn everyone as this thing erupted. Everybody was able to react because I just totally forgot about that.
Manic sees George just cupping some water and drinking from the swamp.
I
Oh,
thought so.
don't do that,
I know
George.
it.
Oh.
He's a turtle. He's fine.
By the way, I think we might have hit some kind of milestone in our live stream because I'm showing we've got over 20 people watching
Wow.
the live show right now, which is pretty cool. So,
Yeah.
shout out to everyone watching the stream. Welcome aboard.
Hi, 20 people.
Hi.
Don't screw this up, Manix. No pressure.
Oh no! It's all on me now.
Don't
Where do I need to
critically
be
fail your
to get flanking with George?
We're
You need to be below Theron, but keep in mind it's difficult terrain in here. This is marsh water.
So 5, 10, 15, 20. I can't quite get there, so I can't get it from here. All right, so I'll go right here instead. I'm just doing normal attack. He would go to range, but with his eye gone, he sucks at range shots now, so his entire strategy has changed.
Pull out the adventuring hammer.
That's right. It works so well before.
Adventuring hammer of centipede crushing.
15 will hit, right?
15 will hit. We have established that.
Machete should be fine against a plant monster.
Yeah.
11 damage.
You guys get sneak attacks.
Everybody
Goodness.
gets sneak.
Everybody gets a sneak attack. Alright, that seemed pretty effective. Kaless. God, I'm right at the bottom, aren't I? Jeez, all you get to go.
Yep. Alright. I'll do my fun little swan dive off of Vorn. Can I land on the other side of Theron?
Give me a acrobatics check.
Okay.
My Discord just did something weird, so sorry.
Yeah, it hiccuped for a second.
You're back.
I think you're back, yeah.
27.
Okay, yeah. you can jump
That'll
on
work.
the other side of You can make it to the moon and back.
Okay.
27.
So then...
Porn says, be careful.
So he technically then hasn't gone in combat yet, right?
He's not.
Sweet. That's assassinate. Alright.
Mannix was able to warn all of you. We'll say.
Alright. So... Did you put this in my character sheet yet? You did not.
Which one?
The assassinate thing.
No, I don't think I did.
Dings it, Bunzel.
I know.
I want to keep you around for. About 21.
21 will hit.
Well, hang on. I'm supposed to have advantage. So let me roll again and
that's
see if I
true.
get a crit.
Yeah, that's true.
No, 22. Alright. So... It's only if they're surprised is at the crit, right?
Sounds right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that
get
part's
this.
true.
Yeah. Alright. So I forgot to hit the sneak attack button, so I will have to add 2d6 to this roll, whatever it is.
Okay.
11 plus 2d6. It's 5, so 16 damage.
Oh yeah, Daryl. George should have had. Well, no, he didn't have this because of the flanking. That's what changed it out.
Yeah.
Yes, they cancel each other out.
Yeah, cancel
right.
each other out. His flanking gives
And
advantage, right?
then my offhand. 26.
26 will hit. Yeah. Hang on. What's the first damage? 16.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus another 4, so a total of 20.
Oh, okay. All right, you guys are carving through this creature, but it does look pretty big. Gillian. God, you all get to go. Holy crap.
Straight up last.
I know. Not very dexterous.
I will cast a shatter on the baby plant monster.
Shatter that baby.
Just because it likes to eat babies doesn't make it a baby plant monster. All right. A loud ringing noise is a Constitution save. What is your con like, Mr. Plant? Pretty good. Let's see what he can do. Pretty good. I
This
think
roll
it's-
is 17 though.
Yeah. Half damage, I think.
Just have. Yeah.
All right.
half
Take
damage.
7 from the thunderous blast. Even though it doesn't appear to have ears, but it still does some damage.
Vibrations.
Yeah.
Going backs away from the plant monster.
Yeah.
Hey, that's my move, Gillian.
And it's gonna do the same thing. She's gonna back and stay with you.
What the hell?
I almost got destroyed by centipedes. Okay?
Soon.
That's
there's
fair.
only Manic.
That's fair.
This thing has got to be crawling with bugs too.
Mm,
Theron.
that's fair enough. Yeah.
Bugs are always nearby. Gillian's just gained a new fear.
There's bugs. There's bugs in that tree.
Yep.
It's bear time.
It's always bear time.
That's right.
Although you can't fit your bear where you are right now. You have to like back off.
I will shove people out of the way. They
Get
know the
fuck
price.
out of here! It's bear time.
They know
I'll
what can happen.
shove over.
All right, you feel Theron's just mass grow, and you guys have to like gingerly dodge out of the way as a bear is now in space.
Can I give him a little poke of my dagger for making me move?
I'm sure he
What
would.
the fuck? You are a psychopath.
That's usually the case.
Can I stab anything?
24 will hit.
Good.
9, not so much. But you have flanking with George.
Oh
right?
yeah.
There you go. Jeez. Alright, and then the Tabaxi will both get their attacks off. This creature is heavily wounded, but still up. It is just a massive beast of a plant monster. Both of those will hit. 11 damage, they cry out, "Plant monster!" Alright, finally, the shambling mound gets to go.
Surely he won't do anything.
Surely not. It is going to... since Mannix, you called out against it and alerted everyone to its presence, it is going to attempt to smash you to pieces
Oh no!
with one meaty fist strike. Ooh, a 12
Wow.
misses Mannix.
Wow! Just
Alright.
barely, but that misses.
It does have multi-attack, so it's going to try once more.
Oh no!
But it needed to hit both of them to get its big thing off. Oh, jeez!
13 does.
13 does hit. Well, I rolled really bad, so I rolled a 5 and a 6.
Maddox is wearing a hiking jacket, guys.
It bludgeons
Oh.
you for 12 damage with its mighty
Jesus Christ!
plant
That
fist.
is straight up half my damage.
Do you parry with your hammer?
Hammer defense.
Parry that hammer.
Yeah, that is my. That's half
I
my life.
rolled so badly.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, you definitely do. George.
George doesn't have anything left to throw up right now,
That's good news.
so he'll drink more water, hoping he can keep it down.
It's a free action. Stay hydrated.
It's a free action. And he will attempt to hit the monster. Again, disadvantage, advantage cancel each other out.
17 will hit, as we've established, for 7. You slice more, and you're like slicing off various like slimy bits of leaves and vines every time you cut into this thing.
Okay. And again,
For 6. It looks much lesser than it did before. At one point, you probably slice enough to where like half a grung body just like falls out of it.
Does it infuriate you?
another grung dead. That's all I need.
You're
Maybe-
my ally.
Yeah, maybe the plant monster is now your friend.
That's true. Guys, stop Stop. This guy kills Grung.
This guy kills Grung. He's alright. He's alright. Manix.
I will just continue trying to hack because it worked so well before. This time I do have advantage.
That's true.
17. 8 damage.
So many sneak attack bonuses going off
Yep.
at all times.
And I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage and back up behind Vorn. Just not very far.
Yeah.
I just don't want to get smashed again.
Warren's like, why is the swamp attacking us now?
Swamp is bullshit, Vorn. Gotta leave.
Class.
Okay. Ooh. That's not good.
That's not good. It's not good enough to hit.
That's gonna use my inspiration.
Yeah.
Yeah, might as well. Is that just another one single normal roll?
Yep.
Okay.
Just flat 1d20.
Alright.
Get the hammer. The hammer's become a chat favorite. Celeste, you rolled a 3, 4, 3.
Oh my god.
That's real
Yeah.
bad. That's a swing and a miss.
Yeah, well then there's the offhand. 12.
Whoa! A 3, 4, 3, 5.
Well, hang on, the offhand would still have advantage because he's engaged with the other, so. There we go, 19. That should do it.
Jeez, I was gonna say, how many times can you whiff on that one?
Oops, don't count that sneak attack. Well, I
Yeah.
guess you could because it didn't go off on the first one, so.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do you have to do your
Yeah,
primary?
just
Is it
get one
still hit?
sneak attack.
Is just one attack?
It only goes off on one attack.
Okay. It's still up, but looks like it is near plant's death's door. I don't know how to describe a plant near death. I'm at the end of my descriptors. Gillian.
It's looking herbicidal.
Thank you.
I don't know how that works, but
Herbicidal.
good.
That's when a plant is thinking it
Wait.
needs to end itself.
Okay. So I'm attacking with my crossbow, but I still have my bardic inspiration.
Ah. I would recommend using that for sure. 14 is still not going to hit, however.
Oh wow.
Gosh darn, this is okay. I'm gonna use my inspiration and just re-roll
Okay.
the whole thing.
The sunk cost. The sunk cost.
I'm gonna call it a divine favor now. Next, the pact with the demon.
Gillian cheers everybody else on.
Yep. Annette does the same. She just kind of pats your shoulder gently. It's okay, Gillian. She actually pulls a centipede out of somewhere crawling around your shoulder. She's like, "Look, I found the problem. There's still
Gillian just-
centipedes."
Sobs in her hands.
Theron.
There and mixed bite.
Oh,
Wow. Alright.
Crit bite from the bear. 14. Give me one more hit, Mr. Bear.
That was great damage and shitty damage.
Darren does a claw.
14's not going to hit, but you still have advantage, I believe.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
22 will hit. Alright, Theron, you claw, and finally the thing just deflates with a kind of a
Do
wheezy
I
sound.
save the baby?
The baby's alive.
You pull out, and it's just the head of a small
no!
humanoid. It's just terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Man, I thought that would be a I thought the bug fight would be bullshit and this would be the hard one. This is not happening at all. How I thought it would happen. Oh,
So
mercy.
I'm supposed to collect the vine of an assassin vine. Seems pretty.
Not quite an assassin vine, but it's funny you bring that up. I would keep that in mind soon.
Can I search the plant monster and see if there's anything salvageable in it? You said
Yes.
there's like bits and pieces of.
Any other
Yeah,
bodies that
you
have
search
swallowed?
through, and it looks like it is all anything salvageable has long been since digested. You see a bunch of body parts. So maybe if you were some kind of hag-like creature, you would be able to salvage these pieces, but nothing appears to be very useful to you.
Or a psychopath assassin who
Or a
likes body parts.
Like really nasty body parts. It could work. Yep, it sinks back into the swamp.
Alright.
And we do reach another end of the day. You guys make it to another clearing where you can spend the evening. You thoroughly check for centipedes and all
Centipede
manner
nest?
of bugs. Yeah.
I will do
You
some
can-
short resting here.
Yep, you can do your short resting. Somebody can roll medicine for George. See if they can help him. What I'll do is if you can get a medicine of 15 or higher, I would allow George to redo his Constitution saving throw. But only one
Alright.
person gets to do the medicine check on him.
It's Theron, right? You got the best medicine.
It's
I would
me.
expect.
He knows all about the bugs.
Alright. I feel inspired.
Yep, Theron, you have to clear away a lot of the vomit off of George, and you are inspired. Alright, so what this means is, George, due to the special healing that Theron has given you,
Removing
you get
vomit.
to roll a Constitution saving throw to try to shake off the sickness.
With advantage?
You do not have advantage. It's a straight Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I feel so bad. Aaron used up his inspiration for this. And what do I have to roll?
You need to roll an 11 or better. Not very difficult, which, there you go.
There you
I think
go.
you rolled a 10 last time.
I rolled 2 11s.
Mhm.
Thank you, Theron. You're my savior. He's, of course,
You're welcome.
delusional and also still suffering from a concussion. So, whatever that's worth.
So he will not buy this statement later on.
You are still
Basically
suffering from a
saying.
concussion. You've got a concussion. Gillian's got like internal injuries, and Mannix is a missing eye.
Yep.
Other than that, you're all looking pretty great.
That's right.
Yeah, and then Gillian, you can do your spell slot thing and all that jazz. You can do another journal for the Company of the Yellow Banner as well.
Yeah, let's do that. Pop my lenses into place and 19.
Yeah. Alright, let's show me day 38. Against all odds, we may have found something. An entire city sunken beneath the jungle, invisible until we were practically on top of it. Could this be where the Eye of Zaltik lie buried? The city is in ruins, yet not uninhabited. We've avoided the King of Feathers so far, but the place is crawling with serpent folk. Worse still, each night we share the same nightmare of the once shining city's fall, an explosion of darkness surrounding a skeletal figure. There's no mistaking the Archlich Acerak. What was he doing here? This is bad, very bad.
Oh boy.
Seem to have found a city.
A city with a king of feathers.
Yep.
That doesn't sound ominous at all.
And if you can tell, I drew like a question mark here because you, at this point, have lost track of where they went once they left the river and journeyed west into the jungle.
Ah,
That's
okay.
as far as the actual physical trail will take you.
All right.
And I believe I believe that's the last entry.
Oh, okay.
It seems to go, whatever
Goes
magical
dark.
reason. Yeah, you can kind of tell that was the last thing it had stored in there.
I have 0 new messages.
0 new messages. You finally cleared your inbox. Congratulations.
Took me 3 months to clear my inbox. Done it.
Feel good though. I feel good about that. All right, the next day, you are now knee deep in the swamp. Once again, you come across a fairly wondrous sight. This is not a frozen circle. Instead, up ahead, you see a massive wall of thorns stretching 20 feet into the air and as far across as you can currently see. Although the wall appears to curve at either end after some distance, looking like a giant circular formation. And after searching for probably like 20 minutes or so, you do find a natural opening in the wall just large enough for a humanoid to squeeze through one at a time.
Boy, so does it look like the actual entrance to a place?
It looks like the entrance to a place. And from inside, you hear dozens of croaking sounds that sound frog-like, but also you've heard grung before, and this sounds like grung. This sounds like a lot of grung, more grung than you've ever heard before.
Shit.
George feels amazing right now.
You also occasionally hear different voices, usually in cries of distress, and at one point, pretty sure you hear the roaring of a tiger.
Ah, we found her. Maybe.
Probably is her.
River, the talkative tabaxi says, they say the grung have a stronghold in the swamps, surrounded by a maze of thorns. They say they host rituals for their god inside.
George hacks down all the thorns.
Burn this city to the ground.
I do still have that jar of alchemist's fire.
Light it.
George is in
Just grabbing,
mega aggressive mode.
grabbing shit out of our bags to
He does. He
throw it.
grabs the alchemist fire.
Oh no.
Oh,
Hold
he's
on,
tries to.
George. If you want to
I
want
will-
to kill the most grungs, this might not be the best way to go about it.
If you want to kill the most grungs.
How can burning their fortress not be the best way to kill the most grung?
Well, we don't know if they can get out through some other way, or we need to do some reconnaissance. Make sure we can trap them. Try to trap them.
Does it look like someone could maybe climb the thorn wall?
You could try.
Like,
It was. You said 20 feet high.
It's 20 feet high, yeah. None of you have done any kind of investigation on any things here, though.
yeah. Can I acrobat my way up, flipping from the thorn?
I mean, it would require climbing up the thorns if you...
I'd like to, since it was mentioned, I'd like to pop my lens into place and investigate the actual wall of thorns itself.
Okay.
Wow.
Mannix, you're fairly certain this is not a natural thorn wall. You've seen hedge mazes before, or hedge formations, and you think this is similar to that, but obviously using plants native to the region. But you're also pretty certain that there may be something even magical about this. And you sense some kind of danger from touching the wall.
I'm okay. Sure. Okay. I'm going to stop class, and explain this to her. And from my best guess, I'm going to say I don't know, but one might come to the conclusion that little frog people who have poisonous skin might do something to who already do things to their weapons that might do something to thorns that they put around their city. So my guess would be getting cut by these little spikes here would be a bad idea.
I didn't hear anything you said.
George just hacking the entire time.
The red haze. George, you come up to the plant and strike it with your sword, and you see the plants almost like the vines in front of you where you strike them like retreat as if they're literally dodging your blow. And then when you reel your arm back, like just in that fluid motion, the wall itself, like a vine comes out and attempts to strike you back.
Oh no.
Okay.
1 second. I need to... Oops, it's the wrong one.
Sounds like an assassin vine.
I mean, that does sound like that.
It comes out and attempts to strike you. And it misses terribly.
Can I cut off a piece?
When you tried to slice the wall, any part of it, it just seemed to just magically disperse out of your way.
Also, the fucker does 66 poison damage if it hits you. So, Maddox just knows this.
Oh yeah, it's in there. If it grabs you, and you're still in it, it's bad.
Alright, fine. I'll back off. But I do need a piece of this vine.
Yeah.
Ooh, I know. I'll shoot it with my arrow.
You think that you probably might be able to find more ambulatory vines within this construct of vines.
Like inside?
Yes. However, you also note that Vorn would not be able to fit in here. And once again, he looks very sad. As sad as a person without a face can look. A construct.
We could have him guard this entrance and not let anyone out besides us.
It sounds very bad in there. I don't much like the look of this place. Also, I think that wall tried to hurt you, Mr. George.
It did. Protect me against it.
I think the best thing to do is to restrain you.
These grung probably the one that hurt your ancient turtles.
Oh. Grung, the frog folk, are very bad.
Yes, they are.
We never did find their stronghold, you know.
It's in here. Can't you hear them? Listen.
It sounds like a lot of grung.
It is. And the stronger the defense on the outside, the more there are inside.
George is stepping up to the challenge in an impressive way.
Are you trying to convince him to attack or to run away?
To attack.
You're frightening me.
George roll intimidation against everyone else in the party. Just wait them to go.
There's an army in there. We're gonna go fight them.
We gotta go fight all of them. From what you guys can see, just from the entrance, it looks very much like a maze. Like a classic hedge maze. Just you automatically look in and you see like several like corners and splits and things.
Right.
I'll lead the way.
Well, yeah, I guess we're gonna go in.
Okay.
I have an
Vorn,
excellent
Vorn?
memory.
Don't let anyone that's not us leave through this entrance. All right?
All
Like
right.
like physically block it.
I'll physically
Even in
block it.
bear form.
I can't
Guys,
hurt them,
Unless
you
it's-
understand?
Unless it's us and we're being chased by a bunch of grung, then let us through.
All right. I can do that. All right. Please take care of yourselves.
Guys, look at my credentials. I am made for mazes.
Made for mazes.
I mean, yeah, that might come in handy.
I need a general marching order for you guys because at best, when you guys start walking in here, it looks like it is between 5 and 10 feet of width between all the various like corners and junctions. So at best, you guys could walk 2 abreast, but I'll need some kind of general formation for how you want to go about this, assuming you all stick together.
George is first.
I respect that.
Of course, it's just looking for Grung. That's all he's doing. He's not trying.
There might not be space to stand next to him as he brandishes his sword.
He's just swinging his sword around. I'll be behind him because I'll just. I don't know if I'll be able to tell anything from this maze, but I'll be perceiving and investigating where I can.
Okay. As I said, you can walk 2 by 2 if you want, or you do single file, whatever you guys want to do. But
Well, then I'll go third. I don't want to be in the very front. I want to be behind the front line people. Maybe just let George be out front by himself if he wants to be out there.
Annette whispers to you, Gillian, and she says, "Might I stay with Mr. George, please? I've still had a pretty rough go from the incident at Mabala."
You NPCs are getting real lazy. I gotta tell you. Taking all these breaks and not coming with us.
The Tabaxi
I saw
will
you.
go, though.
I saw you watching the centipede fight. I saw that.
No, the centipede fight. She was launching some sacred fires.
Oh, that's right. No, it was the shambling.
It was the shambling fight. Yeah.
Yeah.
George checks his nuts to make sure that they still light the way.
That's the sentence I was waiting for. Dangling Wooka nuts.
He gives him a good shake.
Yeah, lighting the way.
These nuts, Grung. All right, what are the other marching order? What do we got? We got George in spot 1A.
Yep.
Mannix in 3A.
I'll take 1B.
Okay. So George and Theron in front.
I'll walk in the second row.
Okay. And then you guys can choose where to put the Tabaxi also and Kales.
We'll take up the rear.
Keep an eye out on the rear.
Surely nothing will pop out of the vines behind us.
Surely not.
Good luck, Mannix.
All right. That. So the way this works is, whoever wants to do the navigating for the group needs to give me a survival check
Oh,
in order to navigate the maze.
I'm not
One-
good at that.
Yeah, it's going to be
I'll do it.
whoever's leading, and assuming everyone's following the same general path, I just need 1 for the group. Okay?
Yeah.
And the way this works, it's basically going to take a certain amount of successes, and you guys don't know what the DC is, nor how many successes it takes to get through the maze.
Okay.
All right, the first. Oh no, sorry, that was one at a time. There's chance for encounters between
But
these, by the
both
way.
rolls are good.
I'll accept that roll as well. All right. You guys turn a corner after searching for some time. Theron, you think you have a pretty good idea of like the dead ends, and then right when you turn a corner, you realize, oh no, you made a bad mistake, turned the wrong corner, and you see a trio of ghouls feasting on what looks like just some dead, well, you can't even tell, just body parts that somehow got lost in this maze. And the ghouls look up at you with a hungry look in their eyes.
I charge them.
Yep.
Hungry eyes.
Hungry eyes. And you guys are here.
Got that hunger that they can't disguise. Oh,
Wait,
boy,
he
is it-
rolled well, and we still have an encounter?
Yes, so you are rolling. It's going to take a series of successes to make it through this maze, and there might be encounters along the way.
This is a big map, isn't it?
It is a big map, yeah. Unfortunately, you guys are going to have to zoom in. It's one of those 10-foot squares. And because, Chris, there's so much dynamic lighting on this map because it's a fucking maze, I am not doing the blowing up thing. I'm just like, fuck it. We're
yeah.
We're just going to have
Yeah.
to roll with what this is, so... Unfortunately, it is a big map. Initiative, please.
I think you've also got advanced lighting on
Uh-huh.
because I see like shadows and shit.
Oh, yeah.
So turning that off might actually make it run better.
Are you guys? Is it slowing down for you guys? Because they at some point they updated Roll20 and said they fixed that and made that not slow things down.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It seems slower, but I don't know if it's unusable. It's usable.
Okay. Well, let me know if it's fucking up because I can turn that off. I think that was just on by default.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? It's been a while since I used the 2 Annihilation map. I've had to use a lot of custom maps.
Oh,
lately,
yeah.
So that's probably why.
Yep.
Didn't even think about it. I need the tabaxi also. All right. No surprise around here. Wow. The DM gets to go first.
Wow.
Um.
Teammate.
Yeah, the tabaxi unfortunately can't quite see what's going on because they're in the back and they don't want to shove up. Actually, they can see the lead ghoul, so they'll bring out their bows from the back and they'll shoot the northmost ghoul. Pair of short bow attacks. The second one will hit. For 5 damage, but then the ghouls will run their way at you. We'll do 1 on George, one that got shot at. Attempts to claw at you. 16 is just going to miss George, I believe.
Yep.
And we'll do 2 on Theron.
No.
Who's in... Oh, man. I cannot hit Theron. What the hell? I cannot hit Theron. It's like the opposite of Gillian
The
for
beard.
me. Yeah, the beard.
Intimidation.
16 finally hits that stupid tanky dwarf. For 6 slashing damage, and I need you to give me a con saving throw or be paralyzed from its
Oh, boy.
paralyzing claws.
That sounds bad.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's pretty easy. Yeah, you're good at con anyway.
You have to
10's
roll
pretty
3 to not.
Yeah, you'd
make
have
it.
to really fuck that up, but it would be bad. George. These are not grung, unfortunately, but ghouls are trying to kill you.
He'll hit the one in front of him.
For 13.
Mm-hmm.
Is that massive? That's massive damage.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, ghouls are a lot lower level. Was that con saving throw? He fails, so that's a D10. He rolled a 10, which I think is just he can't take reactions or something.
What did we determine last time? What's going on with their mouths? That red thing in there?
It's an
they're
arm.
eating a body part. Yeah, that's them.
Yeah.
Some of the artwork, like the one with the baby and the plant monster, it's like, you know, the black pudding is bad too, because it's like it's in the middle of killing like an ogre or something. So
Right.
it's like, well, he's usually not in that circumstance, so.
But in big art form that always looks good. But when you put it into a token where you can only see
Yeah,
like the
that's true.
face, it like so,
Yeah.
I always for the longest time I assumed they were the Blade 2 zombies that had
Oh,
like
they
the
had yeah.
separating jaw.
My second roll was a 14.
14 will hit, yeah. I'm trying to do the share all token, but that's not working at the moment. There we go. Can you see that?
You're right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like holding an arm in his
Yeah.
mouth.
You kill that ghoul. That 1-2 punch.
Oh. Wow.
He's gonna step on top of the ghoul,
Fair enough.
and I'm gonna save my action search for a grung. So that's it.
Okay. Kaleth.
You're
wait,
not worth it.
Actually, sorry, one more. Can I actually skirt up like that or no? Is there space to?
You you can try to get near the wall. The wall doesn't seem to like that though, and it will probably attack you.
What?
If you
What?
if you try and maneuver that close to the wall like that, it's gonna reach
Oh.
out and hit you.
That's fine. I'll just stand here.
Like, I'll let you guys occupy the same space right next to it, but if you're trying to kind of shenanigans or you're really trying to scoot next to the wall, then it's gonna try to strike you.
Yeah, here's good.
Okay, Kaleth.
Well,
Tiny
I'll
tokens.
just step up here.
Oh yeah, that's what you're seeing. You got the like grayed out what you can see. Yeah.
That's the advanced lighting where like if we passed,
Yeah.
it's permanently on the screen, just grayed out.
Interesting.
And I assume that's because you've drug our tokens
Yes.
through that path.
That's exactly right.
Why
Yeah.
it's
25 will hit for sure.
For 12.
12 is massive damage for these ghouls. Ghouls are easy. Nothing like a swarm of centipedes. 12 is a
the
fail.
deadliest of all predators.
Yeah. 3, I believe he's down at a 3. Drops to 0 hit points, but is stable. Yeah,
Okay.
The shock of that much damage just slew that ghoul.
I'm shocked at.
Okay.
Mannix.
Let's step over here. 10. All right, I don't see any live ghouls anymore.
There's still one.
Well,
You can hear one slathering in this area that, yeah, you can't quite see.
All right, can I, like, attempt to hide or stealth from that ghoul and ready an attack on him? Comes into view. I don't even think I can get up there right now.
Yeah. This is part of the difficulty of this area, as it's very, very compact. Yeah,
Yes,
you can ready in action.
Okay, I'm gonna attempt to stealth. Be quiet, ready.
Gillian. If you can. You think you can just see like the edge of a ghoul, like near the corner of the thorn hedge near Theron?
Okay, so I guess I'll just try to aim at him with my crossbow. I don't know if I can see him quite well enough, but that's what I'm gonna try to do.
Not what we want to hear from a crossbow shooter.
Everyone?
If
I don't know if I can actually see this guy enough to make a shot, but I'm gonna take a shot.
Apparently not.
Jeez.
Par for the course.
Not gonna hit a ghoul, yeah. Theron, you finally get to go.
Theron was all hot and bothered to change into bear form again, but seeing as how quickly the ghouls fell, he almost feels pity for them.
Almost.
Gonna bonk him. Oh man.
Boy. It's feast or famine for you guys.
Too much pity.
Yeah, the Tabaxi are in the same boat as Mannix. They just kind of ready their bows and get ready to see if they can see anything. But the ghoul is happily going to keep attacking Theron.
Oh. Fight's going on somewhere we can't see it.
Yeah. God. Fucking Theron. I can't. It's not that I'm like missing him, it's that he just forces me to roll really badly for some reason. Like, just shit
Like
the
the
bed.
worst fight.
Just the
Whiff.
worst.
Whiff.
Yeah, we're just whipping each other. Yeah, it's the most undramatic. George.
He's gonna walk around to here.
There you go.
Casually saunter around the
Yep.
back of the ghoul.
Saunter.
And
Oh,
fucking
the
behead him.
crit with the flank, yeah. George is just like, these ghouls are just in the way of me and my grung fight.
That's right.
Yep. Faster we kill him, the faster we get to the grung.
Merciful heavens. 8 and 7 is
15 damage.
15. Alright, that's definitely massive damage. So far they have not been able to survive these massive damage hits at all.
Well, the one guy did, the first one.
He had the massive damage hit him. He rolled really well on that, which this guy also failed. So let's see what he gets on his D10. He also resists. What is an 8? 8, 9, and 10 is all. Just can't take reactions.
Other hand.
19 will hit for 8 damage. George with a 1-2 punch. You fucking destroy this ghoul. You did 23 damage. That is enough to kill a ghoul.
Let's move on. Let's go, guys.
It's just like very methodical now. Like, yep, that's good.
This wasn't the right path. Let's go.
He's saving his rage. He's
Yep.
building it up.
All right, so I will count that second, that 18 you rolled, Theron, as your second attempt through the maze.
There's nothing in there. The bodies they were chewing on didn't have anything on them.
No, nothing salvageable.
Okay.
I'm gonna move you guys off the map for the moment.
Only sweet, delicious flesh.
That's what I was looking for.
I'm not putting you guys back on that big player map just to help you out, but for the second one, you just hear just loud, just lusty croaking, just real.
I don't want to see a frog. If that's where you're headed.
It's a cacophony of frog croaks, just left and right. It seems to have the opposite effect on George, who just kind of like clenches like his fists and things a little tighter.
Oh no, he gets excited too.
My bad. He loves it. Give me another survival check, please. Theron, you were doing that, right?
Lead us.
I
Good
was
job.
just building up to it. Okay.
Studying the landscape.
Fine. Yeah, Theron, you're pretty sure you know your way around.
And George, meanwhile, is memorizing all this, right? With
Yeah.
Your
George's pretty
wanderer
sure he can
ability?
find his way back, even
Yeah.
if he is like clouded in rage.
Even if he had the shivering shakes,
That's
you
right.
would know.
The shivering shakes. I already forgot what your marching order was. So Theron and George in front, followed by Gillian, and then the Kaless, and then the Tabaxi and Mannix.
I was in the middle,
Okay.
next to Gillian and Hank.
You in front? Okay.
Darren's gonna say, back when I was a lad, my father built me a poisonous hedge maze and made me run it every day.
Wow.
That's
Your dad sounds like an asshole. There.
that's not good parenting at all. Good lord. All right. For the third encounter, you turn a corner and see nothing. It is
Oh.
a clear encounter. You've had 3 successes so far. You think you're making your way pretty well into this maze now. You're in the thick of it, as it were. Give me another survival check, please. These rolls are fucking dynamite.
As we're walking, can we hear that tiger?
You continually hear like all the noises that I mentioned. Yes, just it's kind
Okay.
of. I mean, the grung are ongoing, but every once in a while, yeah, you hear like at one point you hear like a menacing, like monstrous tiger roar that really triggers like, oh shit, this really sounds like not a normal tiger.
Okay.
But then you hear like hooting and hollering from the grung and different kinds of noises you can't quite pin.
Yeah.
This time you turn a corner, Theron and George, and you come almost face to face with what looks like a patrolling party of green-skinned grung. And you all stare at each other for a hot second. Everybody just freezes.
I side-eye George.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then it's initiative time. What I'm trying to do is create this maze in a way that, because with mazes, if I can open up a little bit, I can't literally do this on Roll20, have you guys just going through, because it's not going to work. But so you're doing these skill checks, and I'm just putting you on the maze map for encounters only, essentially. So I'm kind of moving you guys instead of you moving you guys. Alright, so you can go back on the maze map, and now you have moved up to here.
That's a lot of grung.
That is a lot of grung.
And don't do anything. Alright, initiative, please.
It was said in the chat earlier, but a sorceress with a fireball would be pretty fucking fantastic right now.
Sure would. Sure would.
George drops the ball a little bit, getting too excited here.
Oh dear.
Let's see how the grung do.
Oh, worse. By a little bit.
Yep, worse by a little bit.
They recognize their true enemy.
That's right.
And are slowed by fear.
Why? Oh,
Saved by fear.
There we go. Okay.
My Roll20 has freaked out. It won't let me roll my initiative.
Oh no, this is a very big map,
There's-
so if there's a way to freak it
Well,
out.
there's like green bars over my little character portrait, so it won't let me click my character portrait.
You mean,
Eric, you might want to turn off the
okay,
firewall.
yeah,
It is kind of.
Let me nuke that. Yeah, that is enabled.
There, now I clicked on my thing now.
All right, how's
I
that?
I had to find like the perfect
The
thing. Like
perfect
there's
spot.
giant green there's giant green bars over like some of the. I think it's our health bars.
It's because when you put our tokens on a 10-foot
the
map.
bars are still big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Limitation of the system.
Yeah.
All right, does that help?
All right, we all get to go first.
Yeah. Gillian or Mannix? Which one of you has the better dex?
I bet it's Gillian. My dex is a 13.
Even though you're a rogue.
14.
All right,
Yeah.
Gillian, you get to go first. You react to this party of grung that see you. You see them. You all grab your weapons. No surprise round, just straight up. And Celeste, you beat George in the tie, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
God, the grung go
dex is
last?
max.
Damn, you assholes in your initiative. God. Everybody rolled well.
Alright. I'm gonna cast my Thunder Wave.
Yes.
Thunder.
George
I-
approves.
They're probably all gonna.
Killian just
Succeed.
runs up there. There's no way that's low damage. Holy crap. Although, pushback could be interesting here. All right. Good lord, you're gonna make me roll so many con saving throws. Jesus Christ. All right.
Everyone.
A 15-foot cube. Is that fucking everything?
That's everything, I think. If you
it?
like.
Is that a 15-foot cube? I mean, you can basically get, yeah, you can literally get everything in here. Holy crap. Lord, all
Blast
right.
them all.
Yep.
George sees Gillian preparing the spell, and he's like, yelling to the grung, "We're gonna eat you guys like it's roasted."
George is just hype manning Gillian's performance.
Yep.
Oh!
All right, con saving throws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go top to bottom, left to right. First one fails, so he takes 6 damage and is pushed 10 feet away from you. 6 damage and goes flying back. Alright. Oh, will that work if I just go? Yes, it will. Nice. That one fails. Takes 6 damage. And Goes flying backwards. Oh my goodness. They're all failing.
By a pretty large margin,
By a
too.
pretty large margin. There's so many are gonna get blasted. That one stands its ground. Oh, it's different between 3 damage, isn't it, and not getting pushed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Although you know that Grung do not have very much life. At least the green ones. Jesus, that one takes 6. And the ones that are taking the full brunt of they look like they're getting pretty fucked up from it too. In fact, this one is getting it shoved into the plant. You notice when the Grung hits it, the plant does not react to the Grung, but the force of him being blasted into the plant does impact him to where he dies.
Yay!
Oh, no. Alright.
Because they're pretty small and squishy. This one does make the save, however, the one right next to you. So many Grung here. And then I've got 2 more left. That one... What is the DC? 13, yeah, that one
13.
fails. So it takes a full 6, and at this point, you really don't even see... I don't know, how well can you see? Can you see the ones down? Oh yeah, you can, okay. Goes flying back that way, and then one more. Stands its ground. Alright, so a lot of the Grung got really fucked up from that. One of them died just from being smashed up against a wall. I
If
think
you're
out of
curious,
8 of them, 6 of them failed?
I think so. Would you like to guess how much damage that spell did?
Guess how much? Oh, like total?
You total?
Yeah, total.
Yeah, how much?
How much?
39 damage.
Wow. Just because it hit hit so many people.
Every Grung for,
And
yeah.
she rolled
2
really
of-
bad for damage too. Like,
Very,
Yeah.
very poorly.
yeah. It was a 3d8, 6 damage.
Yeah.
But you hit fucking everything. Man, that's good to do when I have low initiative too. Just fucking cut them up like that. Mannix.
Alright. 5, 10.
Poor George is jonesing to go after him.
Yep. I will just swing the... Is he engaged with? Yeah, he's engaged. Gillian, right?
They are to be wed on the morrow. Yes.
Yep. The Thunder Wave was just a...
That's how. Yeah. That's how Grung sealed the deal.
Yep. 20 should hit.
That'll hit.
13 damage.
13 damage. You murder the fuck out of that Grung.
All right, Mannix. The maneuver Mannix did is he didn't even stop. He's just running. He was like running behind this hedge, and just as he ran, he just stuck his machete out and just beheaded one of the Grung.
Nice.
And just kept running away.
There you go. Just keeps running. It's just part of his retreat.
Yep.
Oh, that's true, chat. Yeah, when you do that spell, Gillian, the Thunder Wave, isn't that the one that gives off the thunderous boom out to 300 feet?
Oh. Whoops,
So, when you do that Thunder Wave and knock all the Grung back, all of those sounds you just heard, stop.
The thing is just a thunderstorm, right?
Well, we're
All-
all deaf.
All of
We're all
that
deaf
sound.
now.
Yeah, you guys are all deaf. But you've heard this constant chattering and like loud croaking, all this for so long, and then you just hear deathly silence that makes you super uncomfortable. And then it lasts for like 20 seconds, and then the croaking starts up again. But like you can tell, like they've definitely noticed something is amiss.
like walking into a lunchroom and just everyone.
It's the classic, like you walk into the saloon and like everything stops,
Yeah.
the music stops playing. Yeah. Like what is?
George yells, "Perfect!" They know we're coming.
It's our war
Meet
cry.
me on the field of battle.
Theron.
I'm gonna try to bonk the one to my south, the
One.
southern one.
Not quite able to hit that grung. They're not wearing much armor, but that loincloth deflects your blow.
I think it's tingled on his loincloth.
Oh no. The tabaxi will come up to here and just fire their bows. I think they just don't want to crowd things too much. At the one that you tried to bonk. That's going to be a hit. For 5. And that is not going to be a hit. That grung does take some damage. Kaless.
Okay. Guess I'll push past the tabaxi. They're small. They'd make room.
Yeah, they're okay with that.
Oh, jeez, there's still a lot of grunt.
They all are like partially like clutching at their. Do frogs have ears? Do I don't think they do, right? Do
Yeah,
they
they've
holes
got
or
the little
something?
hole. Yeah, they got the
Okay.
little like. Yeah,
They got some kind of auditory
So,
capacity.
I guess those were ears. I don't know.
They're covering
audio holes.
something.
Alright, 20.
Google frog ears. Wow. Frogs don't have external ear holes, but they do have ear holes located directly behind their eyes.
Okay.
Man. Entertainment and knowledge is what you get with
Yeah.
this show, everyone.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Kless, you murder the fuck out of that grung.
Okay, and then with the last of my movement, I'll go up here and just do my offhand.
Okay.
And turn the sneak attack off.
Jeez.
And it's only 2.
For 2. George, I know you've been waiting for this.
Yes, he runs forward with his swords out. 5, 10. He tramples this dead one. 15. Tramples this dead one. 20.
Extra trampling.
Comes down this
I
way.
want you to miss all your attacks now.
Just drops the swords. Shits his
He, like, trips
pants.
over-
It's just nothing's working. 18 will get it done though.
Yep.
8. George, with that one blow, you decapitate this grung who just stands, just looks at you with like awe. You just go.
He runs, steps on this next one. Or the one he just killed, he steps on top of it.
Okay.
And then attacks the next one.
Oh, you trip
Damn.
a little bit on the body.
He's gonna use his action surge for this one.
Okay.
He's not gonna let that go.
Gives you another action. Yeah. The grung is prepared to mock at you. Oh, he
Oh,
continues
no.
the mockery.
good.
George is not gonna let this go.
I don't know. If
He's gonna spend all the things. He's hitting the nitrous.
Oh, that's-
Oh,
yeah.
a
That's pretty
13
good.
will hit though.
Wow.
George trips a little bit, then feels inspired, then rights his blade. After surging ahead with his action, he had to pull all the things.
I did. Just for a 4.
Almost, George. You stab that grung and you think it goes still, but then its eyes kind of shoot blood as it looks at you, clinging to life.
Shoot blood. Who's
Shit.
just gonna do that?
Yeah, those horn frogs can do that. The grungs get to retaliate finally. Let's do one against Theron as they brandish their daggers and croak loudly. stupid fucking thing.
The beard! So distracting.
Fear the beard. All right, Kaless. Here we go. See, as long as I don't attack Theron, it works fine. Kaless, you get to make a Constitution saving throw to negate this poison damage, but you will take 4 piercing damage regardless.
Oops. 12.
Okay, so you do make the save. So you take just 4 piercing damage. And then
Okay.
the other one will attack you. 14
Nope.
is not going to hit. Nope. All right, George, the grung that you almost slew, steals its gaze and attempts to slice at you as it croaks out a forlorn croaking. Ineffectively, however.
Yep.
George said, I hope you know you'll die having done nothing.
George gets real dark.
It's real dark.
When the shit goes down.
Gillian.
George points to another grung. You see that one? He's next.
Oh no. I'm gonna make you watch.
Said I'd save you for last. I lied.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna do my 2-hit move and attack the one closest to me. Wait, I can't. Can I? Oh, I can't push past them, I guess. But like I can't move on the other side of them, right?
No.
They're pretty much okay.
It's a lot of bodies in the way at this point.
Can I jump over them?
Ooh. I like that.
Very
Yeah,
That's
you,
right,
you
she's-
have super jumping powers. You're basically a frog at that point.
ironic, isn't it? Okay.
I would allow it, but if you're going to jump that height, then the one would get an attack of opportunity on you because you would be disengaging him to jump over the other side.
What if she jumps before she approaches it? Like the running jump.
Yeah, I did just move just now this turn. So
Oh, okay.
I was here.
Okay, yeah,
And
yeah.
then
If you want to do the running jump, I'm sorry. Yeah, I thought you started there. If you want to do the running jump, then yeah, you can easily clear that.
Excellent. Thank you, Raymond.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna jump on the other side of them then.
Okay, nice. It's good use of the ring of jumping. All the Krung are just like, what the fuck? One of us! One of us!
And then I'll attack the one furthest to the left with my rapier.
Okay. They all look pretty injured from what you can tell, and you remember 12 will hits.
Wow.
Because they all got blasted at least a little bit. That one dies from the rapier as you skewer it through the head.
Is flanking bonus only for melee weapons? Does it apply?
You know, that brings up an interesting point because you don't get the disadvantage,
That's
right?
true.
From being within melee?
I would say
Right.
because of your feat, I would allow you to still have flanking bonus with your crossbow because you've got that
Okay.
feat. Yeah.
So this is the. I'll go with
Didn't-
the one on the right.
Okay. All right, Gillian, you managed to shoot that. You do a really cool move where you just run and jump, and then as soon as you land, you just stab with one, and with the other arm, it's just a crossbow bolt, and both of them die at like the same time.
Simultaneous. That's
Yeah,
great.
it's in 2 different ways. It just both fall.
George said, did you see how cool that was?
Mannix, still some grung remaining in your corner, or not in your
All
corner.
right. Oh, this is a dead end. Fuck.
It's a dead end. Yep.
you
Mannix gets lost.
You guys all hear yelling, Mannix yell, "Oh, this is a dead end! Fuck!" And just come back.
He managed to get lost in the 6 seconds of his combat round.
Being 20, 25, shit, 30. I'll use my bonus action to, well, God, I can't even. Yeah, I'll go down to this one down here that George is fighting.
George just growls at you.
No.
Hi, George. I don't mean to steal your kill, but
but I'm gonna steal your kill.
But I'm gonna steal your kill.
14 will hit, and a 2
For
will
12.
kill that grung. Or yeah, 12.
Yep. Hi, George. Bye, George. Right back here.
Man. Theron, 1 grung remains.
1 grung.
1 grung.
1 quarterstaff.
Who will survive?
Big grung.
Yep.
9's not quite gonna cut the mustard.
Do I dare use my secret inspiration?
The Tabaxi will come up, brandish their bows, and not hit with that one, and will hit with that one. For 3 damage, not quite gonna take that grung down. Kaless, can you finish it off?
Why only 3?
Oh, sorry. How did I say 3? Yeah, that is gonna kill it. I'm used to them attacking the fucking centipedes, aren't I? That will kill the grung. For 6 damage. Alright, yeah. And that is the last of the grung patrol in the maze. And I think this is a good stopping point for this session. You all
Did
are
you take any damage?
knee deep in the... I don't think you did.
I
don't think
did.
You did?
Oh, Colette got hit. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I did do one little bit, yeah. Guys went to town on him, as I expected. And correct me if I'm wrong, we got 4 different survival rolls, and all 4 were successes, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Alright. That will do it for tonight's session, I believe. I think we got through 3 combat rounds? 4 combat rounds!
Wow.
The
Centipedes.
the centipedes,
Plant monster.
the plant monster, the ghouls,
Oh yeah.
and the grungs.
Yeah. It's a lot of combat for one session.
That is a lot of combat for one session. A lot of multiple combat.
A lot of different ones. That's rare.
Yeah. You guys will continue on to your maze adventures and try to figure out what is in the middle of this giant thorn maze. Thank you to Chris, Heather, Rochelle, Raymond, and Reese for playing. Thank you to our wonderful fans for watching. You can go to roguewatson.com for recaps and patreon.com/roguewatson if you'd like to support the channel. We are live streaming our D&D adventures every week. We will see you all next time.
Bye.
More lusty grung croaking and violent stabbing.
And grung hats.
Grung hats?
What is a
Oh,
grung hat?
no.
We have to wait till next time.
Tune in next time for grung hats.
Use your imagination. I'll give you a hint. It's a hat made out of a grung head.
I got it. I got that, yeah.
I think that was the logical guess.
That was
yeah.
the gist, yeah.